Hello survivors, welcome back to Empyrion and to the planet of, or the system of Ishween, where we are on the starter planet digging out our base, and I hope you can hear me over this noise. So let me just pause for a second. Welcome back to the planet of Ishween, survivors, where we are still busy digging out this base and trying to get our lobby area completed. I'll just zoom down here for a moment with the drone and just have a look in there. You can see our initial CPU room. That's the CPU down in there. Is taking shape. We've got a generator room in there with a fuel tank, ammo box, a couple of storage boxes, RCS, a small constructor. We've also got a large constructor and a clone chamber. Out here we've got sorry, I had to mute the mic, I just sneezed. Out here we've got a shower because we're getting a lot of radioactive fog drifting in and the room is not yet sealed. We've got our armor locker with a couple of mods and a spare light armor suit in. We're still using these portable constructors over here. Just break them free a little bit. We'll need to move them soon. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get this ceiling sealed, and I'll show you the outside in a moment. As soon as I can get this area done a bit. And for those of you wondering, yes, I am drilling out using the survival tool. The reason for that is drill control. Drill control. It's much easier to control the area that you're digging out using the survival tool than it is using the main drill. It's a much more precise tool when you're close to breaking surface, and I don't want to break surface. So let me just get another row across here and then we'll go and have a look at the outside and you can see how far I've progressed with that. And you can see we broke surface there, which is what I was trying to avoid. Right, so that's online with that now. I'd really like to just use up these few blocks, but we'll come back to that. Right, so an empty hand. Let's get a weapon in it. We've had a few raptor attacks. There seems to be a raptor spawn point somewhere close by. I've had to put double doors on there because a Zirax attack did break through a single door rather easily. You can see I've put a minigun bay in here just for a bit of protection against drones. We've got a couple of the small sentry guns, one on each side, which just helps to protect against the raptors. Adds a little bit more firepower against drones and any personnel coming in. Over here I've put in a couple of small solar panels, which just helps with the fuel savings. This side of the base I'm going to have to do something with and try and get it a little bit more solid. Might do something with the shaping, but for now I just want to get it in. And you can see up here, you see how much damage they did on that last attack. So I'm going to have to do some repairs up here. Wrong. That's not what I wanted to do. Luckily I've got a block with me. Repairs. So one of the things this tells me is I'm going to have to get this built up to reinforced concrete as quickly as I can. Because most of this damage I would say was from a single rocket hit. Now, at the moment, the priority is just to get somewhere to use as a base that is going to be defendable. So I've not bothered doing any shaping or anything as yet, and I really don't want the top of the hangar door exposed like this, so I'm going to have to build over it, lock it in. And that was a lot of damage on that block. Right, so that's this roof area. Now, we probably will break through the here. Just see, I can't place that. It won't place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and just thin this without breaking through. Like that. And then, whoa. Don't fall down there. And can we get it? No, we can't get another block in there. I don't know if we can get one behind there, which is what I would really like. No, we can't. So, okay. So what I'll do there is I'll bring the drill out and we will backfill that using the drill's fill tool. Just like that across the, oh, we've got a little bit there to do. Like that. And then I can use the fine, that's the flattener, and use the fine drill just to take that peak away. It's reducing the build up there, but it's not reducing it on the point that I wanted to. Now it did. Okay, that looks a little bit more natural. This whole roof's got to be built up. Now, to build it up, we need concrete and we need steel plates. That looks like all of those are now done. I think all of this side is now repaired. Looking at it. No. Wow, this one took a real pasting. So what might be worthwhile is just, not wrong, fill that up a little bit again. Come on. I can't do it when we're so close to it. Yeah, that's fair enough. Just helps to protect the sides a wee bit. We'll just have to hope that hasn't built through on the inside. So, right, that's that. I've got to put some electrics out here just to have a bit of light. Now, we don't have a... Looking for a wall to put it on. I don't think we've got an appropriate surface other than a flat surface here. So what I could do is put it on the end wall, I guess. Trying to find a position for it that will not obstruct placing a minigun through here. That's all right. So we'll get rid of the drill. Take them off there. Put one of them down there. We're going to want a sensor in here as well. In fact, the sensor can go out there. Although... Putting the sensor out there might not be the smart move. It's not going to be protected. This sensor is only going to be for lighting, so external lighting. I guess we could put it in here. Like put it on that. Well, yeah, it's going to receive incoming fire from there. I really want it there. That's the problem. But I also want a minigun in there to protect that door. Unless I can mount the minigun into that block as a pop out that then shoots down that way, that might do the job. Let's go get a minigun and we'll do that. I think I've got a minigun in the box. No, I don't. Okay, I'll just quickly make one. Miniguns, there we are. Not miniguns, sentry guns. Here in that box in a second. Check the ammo while we're here. I need to make a bit more ammo. Minigun rounds. We're not going to be using those. Oh, and I've got these. I must remember I've got these guns here. There's my paint gun. Right, so there's my minigun. And for 5, pick up that block. Number 1, just mine that back a bit, and that means I do need the drill. Just put these lights in here again out of the way. So number 6, fill tool. Guess that'll have to do. Sentry gun. It's gonna have to go in. It won't go in there. Why won't it go? We want. I guess that one would do the job if it'll rotate enough. Why won't that go in there now? And again, this is what I'm trying to avoid, is this hole appearing back here, because that creates a weak point. And again, too far. It's not going to accept that. I know it's not going to accept that. Let's try the fine drill. That might accept. Number 6. Oh, I'm standing in the way. Oh, and I see what the problem is. That's a half block. So that can't go like that. Ah, right. In that case, it's going to have to be a floor block. But that then means we can't put a block in that one that we've pulled out. Unless we put the minigun down there in that floor block and have it pop up there, but then that would then block me putting the sensor there, so the sensor would have to go at that end, and I really want the sensor at this end. Okay, I guess what it's saying is we can't put a sentry gun here. Oh well, that needs to be a half block. Like that. And that block looked as if it needed repaired. There was a couple of blocks here that kind of looked like they needed repaired, but I guess not. That one did. Oh, this gun does. Now you notice at the moment I've not bothered painting any of this, not bothered doing any of the decor paint or anything like that on it. I will get to that eventually. Because I repair between attacks, all of this repairing that you're seeing me doing here is, and you should have seen how much I had to do to that. I used 3 multi-tool cartridges just repairing the hangar door. They didn't quite destroy it, but they were very close to doing so. What I was going to say before all that noise is that with each attack and each set of repairs, by repairing between each attack, it means that the base defenses improve and get stronger each time. Now, those two sentry guns there are just temporary. They're not going to stay there. So don't get fooled by that. Right, that I think is all the repairs we can do out here. I've got to change that piece. I'm not sure I can get a piece that I want. Let's just have a look. So number 6 is going to be on here if it's anywhere. No, can't. What I want is I want that piece with that angle in the thin sheets like these. That's what I really want, and they don't have it. You can see why I want it. It's 45-degree angle there is what I need. Now I can put, can I get it in there? Will it go in there? That must be another half block that's behind there. Okay. So it's on the other side. Yeah, that is a half block. Okay, so if I lift that block and I take this block and I use one of those. Oh, come on, fingers hit the right keys. Like that. And in fact, that's not right. That's not right either. This is a tricky one to fit. Basically what I need is I need that shape there. That's to go on the top under the wall. That's to go down the side of that thin slivet that's in place already. This side here will be the footer, but I want this one to cut back into there. I don't think we've got a piece anywhere that has that shape. Maybe on the triangle side of it we might have. No, I don't see one. Thought maybe one of these would do it. Okay, no problem. We'll have to just go with this then, like that. You see, I wanted to lose that bottom right corner as we look at it, and I wanted it to cut back into the door, just to give a better overall shape. I think carefully about how that shape would look. No, we definitely don't have that shape, so we'll have to just do it that way. It basically just changing that block to that one, it just adds a few hundred hit points to the block, and we want a little one to go on there while I remember. Which will be, have we got it here? I don't think we've got one, now that I think about it. See, that's the nearest we've got, but that's a half height. It's too thick. Or even that one, see, but again, that's too thick to fill in there. Maybe do it with one of these sort of shaped ones. Maybe that one will fit. Let's just try. No, it's too big. It's not a quarter. That one might be then. Yeah, it sort of does it. Takes away one of the corners anyway. Get out of the way, gun. Right, so that'll have to do like that. Annoying that I'm not going to be able to get a... that's where I'm... I can't put the sensor on that one. It's going to have to go on that one, but that's a half wall. Oh, rats. Yeah, now we got a problem, because that's... oh dear. Right, so... that means the sensor's going to have to be exposed out there, or I'm going to have to push that block out to its full depth in order to put the sensor on it. Unless I put the sensor on the floor. There's an option. Could put the sensor on the floor down here. Like that. And change it to that one. Do it like that. That will give me what I want, except it won't go down the slope. Won't go down towards the water if I put it there. I want it on that wall, but as you can see, that wall is not a true wall. So it would end up floating in midair, and I don't want it floating in midair. I can't put it there because I can't project the detection area behind it. In other words, away from us. So we're starting to look as if it's either going to have to go up there somewhere, which runs the risk of it getting destroyed if the hangar door gets destroyed, or putting it across here somewhere. If I could be sure that it wouldn't get destroyed there, I would, because I need it to project into there for picking up the lights. Now, what I could do, I guess, I could have one up there, which is for the lights and activating the sentry guns and stuff. Except it won't project behind it onto the roof. The roof will be exposed. I'd need to put a second sensor up there on the roof in order to pick it up. I can't even put it in there because that sentry gun's blocking it. In fact, it's not. It's that slope that's blocking it. Can't put it up there because they don't project out far enough. I can't put it onto that wall because those are half blocks. Yeah, so my only options are to put it across the top of the door somewhere, which risks it either getting shot off while they're shooting at the door, or getting destroyed when they destroy the door, which they will eventually, or put it over here in this high risk wall. I think the answer is it's going to have to go. In fact, it could actually go down the side of the wall there, couldn't it? Down the side of the door. I could put it somewhere like, say, there. That's not going to project behind it, but then I guess I could put a second sensor on the up on the roof and pair them together. Do that. And of course I had to put it upside down, didn't I? Terrific. That's it. Put it like that, and if I then focus on it, press P, brings up the item menu, which all of this needs to be grouped. So if I auto group all of that, and then give it a name. So it's the only sensor we've got so far. Yeah. So if I call that ms dash outside lights, outside lights front. Give it a signal logic name, which is outer lights front. Go back to device. I'm going to change that outside to outer. Save the letters, save the characters. Outer lights front. Always try to keep the shortest names wherever you can. Right, so then we go to interactive setup, and using your left control key and your number pad, you can change. See there, dropping it away. I want that down to the water, but I also need to push that out so that I can see where it is. Right, so that looks like it's gone under the water. So Control Alt to reduce. So I need to step over here and just check. Whoa, stop. So Control down. There we are. That's on the water. Now we want this wall to go to the inner wall over there, so Control and number 4. So that's just the other side, because remember those are half blocks on the back wall there. So bring it in, that's a half block in front, a half block away from the actual concrete. So if we then give it another one, that means it's a half block inside the concrete, which is fine. The back wall of the detection is this line here. It cannot go behind its own sensor. So then we want to take it out on the other side, and I think we need to take it out a couple of blocks, take it out 3 blocks, just to detect anything coming up the side there. We'll get an overlap when we put the upper sensor away up there. And what we then want to do is we want to take it high. So that's at the height of the door. We want to take it up, let's say another 3 or 4. Yeah, another 4. And we want to push it away from the door as far as we can. We'll take it out to the maximum, which is there. Let's have a look how it looks on this side. I think we might want to take it out a few more on this side, actually, thinking about it. So control, and that's number 4 we want. Yeah, take it out another 2 up there. Like that. Control. We pushed out the other side by another 1. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll push it out. We'll take in that first. Actually, we could take it out to there, because then we can put lights underneath those solar panels. That gives us a good movement zone. Could maybe take it a bit higher because of drones. Gives us a good movement zone inside which the lights will kick on. So that's fine like that. So to consolidate that, we just press escape, and then we escape out of there. So that sensor is now monitoring that entire zone, but of course it's got nothing to work with. So we need a light in here, and what I'm thinking is if we put a light on that back wall there, or even on that wall there, to shine down. So get a light and choose what light we want. I think we can go with one of these, you know. I think one of these might do the job. Or actually, could we get one of them in the corner? Like that. No, I don't like that. I think we will go with that one, and we'll put it on that wall. Like that. Look at it, press P, we get this menu up. So I want to make its range at least 15 meters, because it's got a light all the way down to the doors. We'll check how that works. Not bothered about blinking or anything. We'll leave it on regular light until we see how it goes. We'll keep it on white. Need to group it. So auto group. Go into lights. The one that's there is highlighted. So light. Outer. We'll call it outer. Outer gun pit. Lower. And signal logic, we now tell it to switch on with outer lights front. So we're in here. If I turn my light off, let's just have a look at how much light does that push. Well, it lights that, but it doesn't light down here very well. You can see this, each block, the amount of light is deteriorating. So we need to increase its range of illumination. So we'll go to B, back to devices, we push its range out. It only goes to 20 meters. And we've got repairs to do there, I've just noticed. That's them repaired. Well, that's, I mean, from inside, door open, we can't really see what's going on because of the double door. Even through a single door, we can't well, of course, we're not triggering it there, is the other factor. So it's kind of hard to tell. So if I just briefly, if I just go to signal logic, take it off signal logic, just to make it stay on permanently for a moment. Here we can sort of see what's happening in that tunnel. With the second door we can't. So it needs to be stronger. I'm sure I just repaired those. Right, so what that means is we have to go onto the lights. We're going to make the intensity 2 to make it brighter. We're going to put it onto spotlight mode, but I'm going to put it at about 120 on range. 20 meters, the maximum range we can push it to. Let's just see how that now that's going to be kind of blinding when we come out of that door. Although the gun does take the worst of it off. But at least now we can see what's going on out there without actually having to go out. If it's on, then, you know, we should really be aware that there's enemies in the zone. So we then put that back onto the signal logic of outer lights front. And we are triggering it at the moment because we're inside the detection zone. If we step back into here, it should go off. There we are, it goes off. Step forward, it comes on. So it acts like a porch light for us, but it's more to do with detecting enemies. So what I want now is I want lights up there. If we've determined to put sensors and stuff on the door, then I guess we're going to be okay to start putting lights and stuff up there as well. So we're going to want a pair of them, and number 6. That's number 7. Give me number 6, thank you. I'm going to go with a single corner light. Like that. We'll put them into place and then we'll configure them. Actually, we're going to need 3 because we're going to need another one out there, aren't we? Yeah. How much is between it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and place it there. So I was right about that. Okay, so our cursor onto it. Press P, and first things first, auto group them. Get them all into the group. So I'm just going to change the name of that to corner light. Corner light outer front entry. Aha, we can't. Maybe we can only call it light. Light outer hangar door. Yeah, that'll have to do. Intensity 2, 20 meters. Color 1, active. Hit enter to lock the name. Go to signal logic. Outer lights front. Come back to devices. We know these are the ones that we put in, so I'm going to change the names on those. Lights, outer hangar door, press enter, signal logic, outer lights front, come back to devices, go to that one, lights, outer hangar door, signal logic, outer lights front, back to devices. So those are all now triggered by the sensor, and we can test that by coming over here, get out of sensor range, and we should see them go off as we there we are, pass out of sensor range, and they come on as we come into sensor range. And they'll do the same if we're flying in on a ship as well. That means that we've got lights out front here if we want to fight manually. So that works good for us. Also means that as we fly in, this whole front area lights up and we can see what's going on. So that's one good job done today. I need to get on and get that roof finished, get this room sealed. I'm going to need this wall here, I'm going to need to make double thickness because it's so exposed on that slope. I've got to cut away that roof and this bit here and get all of that done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind up the video here, and in the next video we'll cut this away. I've got to go and get some stone so that we can get more concrete blocks underway in the things over here. In fact, actually, let's just check them. What do we got? That one's empty. That one's empty. We've got some here, not much. Right, so if I actually, we can take those across, put them in the main stores box. So we can do 20, 40, 60. We can do 70. No, 60. We can do 67 sets of stone dust. So if I just get them set away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will tell it to do 70. Right, if I put that in there then. You get making concrete, you can make 100 and something. So 100, set it for 110. And then I'll make the concrete blocks in those once it's doing the, so I'll get that processing done off camera, and I'll get those concrete blocks made so that we've got enough blocks to finish this roof. One of the things that we do need to do, and in fact I might steal some of the concrete, that'll only let me get 8 blocks done, but I need to grab some steel sheets as well just to show you. Is that one? Yeah. I don't need all of them because I don't have enough. That'll do for now. Right, so I get number 5, get my multi-tool, and I go to the upgrade option. Now that I've got that concrete and steel sheet in my inventory here, what we do is with upgrade chosen, we just point at the concrete block, and click, and you can see it upgrades it, and we've got the radiated fog has come in already, so I'll just take a moment to explain this. If I think I get it if I put that away. No, I can't. Right, number 5, put it on repair. There we go. Right, so the armored concrete block that we've just created has got 2200 hit points, 2200. The ordinary concrete blocks next to them have only got 800, which is just a little bit more than a third, or if you prefer to think of it, it's an almost 3 times increase in hit points. So if I just quickly do those there, and then I'm out of concrete, so I can't do any more, but I will get this wall and the roof done before the next episode. I need to run across and decontaminate because I'm taking radiation poisoning. So I'll just jump in the shower, get rid of the contamination. This is the only sealed room I've got, so now I need to come in here and find, there we are, there's the 0 rad point. If you look at the top right, you see it says 0.0. That's how much radiation I'm receiving, or how much radiation is in the air. You see if I step around, it picks up, yeah. But by being back here, I'm in a 0.0 position. And that's because the hangar lobby out there is not sealed, so the radioactive fog is getting in there. And as I step closer to the doors of this room, I'm getting affected by that. So standing back here is the only place that I'm shielded from the radiation. I guess I could go in there, but then I'm going to suffer radiation off the fuel and heat off the generator. So standing back here is my safe point. So with that radiated fog is going to take several minutes to dissipate before I can go back out there. So it's a good point to end the video here. And yeah, we got a lightning storm on the go outside as well. So I'll stop it here. There's a very good chance that when this fog clears, the base will come under attack by the Zirax. I'll start recording there if that's the case. Otherwise, I'll finish digging out that rock across there to get the roof, or the ceiling rather, of the hangar done, and get the far wall of the hangar done. And then I'll start recording after that. And this is going to get very loud. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. Please do give the channel a subscribe and give the video a like. Click the bell icon so you get told of new videos. And I will see you in the next one. I'm the Gazbeard. This is Empyrion Galactic Survival. We're on the planet of Schween. And I'll see you in the next one. As I said, it's not goodbye from me. It's always just bye for now.